As a man, I fear change. Men in general fear change, I think. When I first started coming to CCW, I saw a lot of things in me that I wanted to change. It wasn't easy, and oh yeah, I struggled. And that's why it took me nearly a year to give myself to Christ. Once I crossed that line and became a fisher of men, the change began to come from the inside. At first, I really didn't notice it, at least not all of it, but other people did, and I noticed that. I've had to face many difficult changes in the past year, and I have learned that through him, all things are possible. It made me proud of him and made me feel confident that I really could put anything in his hands. It has taught me that when the winds of change come blowing, I don't run for shelter. I have learned to open my sails and let the wind carry me away.
I was raised with a strict religious upbringing. I knew God, but I didn't have Christ in my heart. And I was searching. I felt lost for many years. And for me, the pieces just didn't fit together. I didn't know where I was going as far as Christ was concerned until I came to CCW. Our son Scott invited us to attend Sunday church with him. Actually, it was the Sunday that he joined the church. And from the minute I walked in the front doors, from seeing the friendly faces and the greetings, and then going into church and experiencing the uplifting songs and the readings, it was very inspiring. From that moment on, I knew this was a special church and that I wanted to come back again. And so each Sunday that we came and I learned more about the Bible and listened to the readings, the pieces started to fit together for me. But my greatest moment was when I accepted Christ as my Savior. My son Scott baptized me and my husband Richard, and being baptized was just the greatest thing that happened. And now I'm beginning this wonderful journey of my life with Christ.
I want to explain, as a youngster, I used to go to Sunday school. I belonged to the junior choir, went to church. Somehow, the message, the worship, it just didn't click with me. And as I became a young adult, drifted away from the church. Spent most of my life not going to church. However, I think the seed was planted. I didn't reject God, didn't reject religion. Just felt maybe it wasn't for me, but I always felt an emptiness. Something was missing. Our son Scott invited us to go to church on a couple of occasions, and we came. From the moment we walked in, like my wife said, the people were genuine. They accepted us, they answered our questions. They invited us to join their family. I felt no pressure. It was however we'd like to handle it. I spoke with the pastor, Dave. He encouraged me. He gave me the tools I would need to read, to develop an understanding, to make wise decisions. He supported me. He encouraged me. And I made these decisions. I've chosen the Lord, I've chosen Jesus Christ, and I've chosen this church. It's been a very inspiring and very uplifting trip for me, and it's just beginning.